Opportunity for everyone, communication, innovation, self-realization, experience. All of these are the components of the Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs. Youth, confidence, brightness. Words which define those who have already chosen their lifestyle and became part of the Association of UNESCO clubs in Belarus. This is the right place for me, and I regret that I didn't come here earlier. This is a large home for everyone. Here you can get self-confidence and life experience, not only to succeed in life yourself, but also to change the world for the better. The main purpose is to unite people of different ages, to promote the ideals and values of the United Nations and UNESCO, such as preservation of peace, protection of human rights, preservation of material and non-material heritage, protection of the environment, promotion of universal education. It's something that does not seem to change your life, but changes it completely anyway. The Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs is first of all a youth organization, though attention is also given to older generation. The main purpose of the organization is to give maximum of opportunities for the development of everyone involved in its activity. More than 50 UNESCO clubs operate now in all regions of Belarus, with a total membership of more than 2,000 young people. If you give children a real task, they can change the whole world. The majority of clubs operate on the basis of educational institutions such as schools, museums, high schools and universities. And nearly 40,000 people of different ages take part in various programs. Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs develops partnership with organizations in 20 countries worldwide. Since its establishment, the organization has been awarded the diplomas of the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Justice of the Republic of Belarus, the National Commission of the Republic of Belarus for UNESCO, the UN Office in Belarus, and many other governmental, international and public organizations. I thought of this metaphor if we say that back in the 1990s we were riding on a horse cart. Now it is an airliner in terms of the structure, the organization and the composition of the work. Quality comes first. This is the credo which has been in place throughout the time of the association's existence. The organization hasn't prioritized the number of clubs or the size of the membership. The main task here is to help every person who comes to the organization, project, UNESCO club to find the possibility of self-realization, and also to get skills and knowledge which can be helpful in life and make the world a better place. I feel comfortable here, and I find both work and hobby here. The Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs was founded on the 17th of December 1989. Clubs of international friendship were the forerunners of the association. Since then, much has changed in the organization. A well-defined structure has been lined up, the network of UNESCO clubs has become broader, the main programs and traditions have been formed, professional and creative experts have come in. Over this time, heads of the Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs, who defined the course of the development of the organization, also changed. When I left the organization, I did so with an easy mind because the organization has established itself well, it develops. There are new projects, it is very important for me. I have worked for the organization for 11 years and I see that it's making progress. At the time when I was the chairperson of the Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs, our organization was one of the recipients of the Global Fund to fight AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria, and it helped improve the image of the organization. I am proud to have contributed a part of my life and my efforts to the organization and proud of what the present-day generation, current leadership and all the members of the organization are doing. Instead of top-down decision-making, the concept of the organization implies activities of the clubs and their own decisions. The initiative belongs to children, they do things which are important for them. Today, Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs has 4 main programs: Culture of Peace, info communication, healthy lifestyle, and informal education. Within the scope of each, there's a lot of projects and youth initiatives. Culture of Peace. The program involves promotion of peace and development of intercultural communication. It teaches young people to be tolerant and live in a diverse world, but to remember their roots and preserve the national culture. Within the scope of the program are issues of solicitous attitude to culture. For 15 years, volunteer camps have been held in Belarus, where it is possible to make a practical contribution to preservation of a historical and cultural heritage. Over these years, the Belarusian youth and volunteers from many countries took part in activities in the Mir and Nesvish castles, house museums of Kleofa Suginsky and Ignat Damejko, helped bring back to life many other important places. Info communication, independence and active lifestyle are the tendencies of the time. It is impossible to imagine a world without the timely and objective information. The program Info Communication means education of young managers, work of the press center of the Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs, supporting the website, working in social media and mailings. All of this can help people to learn more about the activity of the association and take part in its projects. Within the scope of the program, there's also the project Youth in Journalism, which implies training and exchange of young journalists between Belarus and Germany. It is important not only to do good deeds, but also to document it, tell others about it, in other words, to record your achievements. Healthy lifestyle. Health is the topic which concerns not only the young. However, young people are the most vulnerable regarding certain problems. The task of the healthy lifestyle is to give them safe behavior skills, to give a chance to young people to be informed about such issues as HIV and AIDS and other diseases. The program uses a whole complex of techniques, such as Equal Trains Equal, forum theatre, distance education, youth camp, during which young people in small towns get the opportunity to obtain new and useful information. Among the partners are well-known musicians such as Open Space Band, who are goodwill ambassadors for the United Nations Population Fund. Someone said, if you want to change the world, start with yourself. Here actually I start too. Informal education. Informal education is lifelong education, yet this is something which is not taught at school. Specific skills for people of all ages, as well as senior people, children or students. They all have the opportunity to do internships, acquire knowledge in the sphere of management, time planning, learn foreign languages including Chinese, English, French and German. Linguistic camps, where children from Belarus can improve their language skills together with their peers and teachers from other countries. A huge number of people live all over the world, and I've learned that it is necessary to treat each of them tolerantly, because we are different, but at the same time we are together, we are one world. Thanks to the participation in the projects of the Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs, many children were able to find their own way in life and professional motivation which helped them to succeed. Now they are already fulfilled persons and famous people. Basically, I began as a journalist in the Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs, and it was a great platform for creativity, a place to hone my skills, to improve my writing. Traditions are an important part of the Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs. The organization pays much attention to the communication between UNESCO clubs, encourages regular meetings, academies and universities. The anthem, the flag, the motto, all of these things unite us all. The website of the Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs is www.belau.info. The Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs is an organization that brings people together. It is an organization that provides new possibilities. And of course, it is the organization that changes the world for the better. An opportunity to be confident, to be independent and active. All of this is easier with the Belarusian Association of UNESCO clubs.